Welcome to Modern Home Mastermind with Bespoke Brokers. I'm Shauna Glazier, designated broker and owner.
And I'm Brittany Williamson, associate broker. Shauna and I are Bespoke Real Estate, but we're also your guides to modern luxury across the entire state of Arizona.
Each week, we chat with masterminds shaping the modern spaces. Do you want to get a behind-the-scenes look at your design build team's processes? Well, open communication and teamwork will lead you to a successful project.
From architects to builders, designers, and more, let's explore the art of modern living together.
All right. Have you noticed that we've recently changed our set here? That's because we found a fabulous new spot at NextSpace in Scottsdale. And NextSpace is more than just a podcast studio. And we have today's guest, Matt Blair, is here to tell us all about it.
That's right. Matt is president and co-owner of Immedia, a workplace technology and integration firm specializing in smart offices, audio-visual systems, and collaborative environments. With a background spanning manufacturing, engineering, construction, and executive leadership, Matt brings a uniquely holistic perspective to the modern workplace. He's also one of the visionaries behind NextSpace, a 32,000 square foot immersive showroom reimagining how workplaces are designed and experienced.
All right. Welcome, Matt.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate being here.
Yeah. So what is NextSpace? Let's dive in.
Yeah. So NextSpace is a concept of, it's a 14,000 square foot showroom on that piece. The whole building's 32,000 square feet, but it was intended to be a space that we could come in and bring people from brokers, developers, architects, designers, and clients to see what's possible. So if you think about it, NextSpace, imagine the possibilities. So am I moving into a new space? Am I building? Am I doing a TI or renovation? So basically what we do is we walk through and can show you different types of showroom applications that have technology, all of the FF&E that you would need, furniture, fixture, and equipment, for those that don't know that. Mm-hmm. But we can show you what it looks like with acoustic treatments and glass walls and furniture, IT, everything that you would need for that piece. The space is also rentable, so you can use it before you buy it. So not only can you use Immedia to come in and create your technology, you can see all the things that you don't normally have and understand it, touch and feel it.
That's so cool. Are you getting groups of people that come in and rent it prior to purchasing it?
Yeah, we had last year over 600 tours that came through to look at the space, and then from there they can rent the space. They can learn about the pieces that they need for their own applications. We had over 8,000 people that came through the facility last year.
Wow.
How did you come up with this idea?
So my business partner, Jeff Emmons, is the main idea maker behind it. I'm usually the guy that says no to everything, mm-hmm. and why do we need it and justify it. But really what happened is our old building, we ran out of space. We were moving our project management team into the warehouse, moved the warehouse out, and so we needed a new space. But we needed to accommodate events and more showroom space for our team to use. And so we came up with a concept of how do we get our vendors to come in, or our partners to come in and help us to create this space. And the thing people don't understand is when you get an FF&E budget, ours was $600,000. There's over 9 million of FF&E in this building. We didn't spend all that, but our partners like Forward Tilt and Data Link were some of the first people in, but then Crestron and other manufacturers came in and helped us to create this space. So you wouldn't typically do everything that you see in here, but now you can see good, better, and best in all different applications. So every room is different. And really from there, we had to figure out how do we monetize this, because COVID, when we built, cost overruns and everything happened. So now we brought the partners in, and they come in and work with us to help with tours and to bring people through and show end clients what really can be possible.
Yeah, it really is such a fantastic space. I mean, you toured us through here when we were considering and moving our studio, and you just wowed us, all the different spaces.
Yeah. Can we go through some of the spaces just so that people get a good idea of exactly what it is that you're talking about?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I think that not everybody speaks FF&E.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you look at it, our old building had 3 usable spaces. This building has 17. So this would be a combined divide training room. So I can set up the application however we want. You can see on the side over there, you've got glass boards, but not just the plain white boards. Throughout, you'll see all different styles, different type of furniture. And in this room, you can see various styles of AV, from 4K projector, a 3x3 video wall, and a direct view LED wall. So now I can look at that, see it, touch and feel it. I can hear the acoustics and how it applies. So this room, typically if I split it, I can do 2 rooms or 1 large room and accommodate up to 125 people. If we want to squish it, we could probably get more, but this room is used probably the most for breakout sessions, trainings, things like that.
Oh, look at this. This one looks familiar.
Amazing. This podcast studio, if you come in here, you'll hear the acoustics that are on the background and the side walls and the ceiling. It's set up with mics and lighting, and we've got great people that can edit, or you can have people that come in and don't edit.
And Matt, if you want to go back to the studio, Brittany and I, when we started this podcast, we toured a lot of podcast studios, everyone that we could get to that was, a good driving distance. And we were out of space for a year and was pretty loyal, but we're loyal. And then we saw this and experienced it. It really is a great setup. That's awesome. We've been doing this for a while. So
the good part with this is if someone's trying to build a podcast studio, we can talk through the things that you need to know. We've got expertise in that area, but if you just need one to use, we can rent that and we can help achieve that also.
Yep.
So this is our lounge, which will lead into Central Park. There's a patio there, so we do a ton of events. So if it's a group that has a nonprofit or some type of organization, or your company wants to do a holiday party or whatever else, we're not in the business of event space. We just want to get people through to see what it is and understand and experience it. You can see the acoustics on the ceiling with the wood panels and the lights. You can see spotlight signs that did the artwork on the wall. So we bring this in. Our employees use it every day for a lunch area. But we have people at the end of the day that will come in and have a soda pop, as my business partner says, so we can enjoy and work together. But that whole space has integrated audio and visual that you can walk through and use. And we customize that with, what do you need? You need catering. We can coordinate all that also.
Everything's so intentional.
It definitely was set up that way. Went through a ton of iterations. Even this room, this hallway, we call it Central Park, and you can see all the different rooms on the second floor. So as you're walking through, you can even see the AV of control, network, all of the data link product with access control and security, but all in a really cool looking
You embraced it in a glass room and said, here are the brains. We're used to that being hidden behind a closet door.
So if you want to see what it looks like to do a rack, you can come in and see it, but then you can see the furniture throughout and all the acoustics. There's cameras in that area, along with a projector and screen. So we have a ton of panel discussions that occur in that area. So people will rent that whole space out in addition to the rooms.
And the furniture, someone can buy the furniture as well. This is all.
So we would refer you to Forward Tilt and All Steel. They would go through and show you. And again, all of the partners that are here, we call them Nexus partners. They'll come through and educate you on what you need and talk through, oh, you want a common space like this, or I need a training room furniture, or heck, in my office, I've got couches with a table that I use for meetings all the time. So this is the Mac Daddy of what a boardroom should look like. So it's got a new craft furniture sightline table so you can see everyone. It's got Crestron cameras that will use AI to process and pick up the speakers and the people in the room. Lighting from RC Lurie, Forward Tilt furniture. And then you can also see the acoustic treatments both in the ceiling and the front and then the rear of the room. The windows will flip so I can take them from opaque to dimmable. So all of that is part of the experience. The acoustics, it's under 35 decibel when I walk into that room, so it's super quiet. So I can talk from one side to the other without any manipulation. But it is an awesome room. But that would be like a top line room. So we can show good, better, or best so you can see what your options are.
It's a good room to negotiate.
Yeah, and that room is probably our second most used room of all of them.
All right. Thanks for sharing that with us. It's good. I think it's good for our listeners to see a little bit of what this building has to offer. I want to talk about Immedia a little bit. What services does Immedia have?
So we've been in business for over 22 years in the Valley, focused on the Southwest. So think of audio, visual, and integration. So we do everything from the design to the installation, project management. We'll program the space all the way to service. We go through and we look at every room that we do a certification on to make sure that it works the way it's supposed to. So we've been a leader in that industry for years. But again, it's really looking at imagine what is possible and we can do it. But we also want to, by using this space, educate you on, hey, maybe you're not doing this, but you could be doing this. So we really, each customer is custom based on what their needs are and how they use it. We're agnostic for products, but our main control system is Crestron, but we use all different products within the AV realm.
Are you just doing commercial spaces?
Yes, so commercial, hospitality. So we have a big influence on the hospitality side. So we can do control of rooms with their HVAC, lighting, shade control, AV, and then bring that back to a central point so the facilities people can see what's going on. So we're focused in that area, casinos and some of that side. We'll do higher education, but we eliminated our residential division years ago. If you come see me and have a beer with me, we can talk through what that looks like and why we got out of it. But
I heard there's a speakeasy upstairs too. We forgot to talk about that.
We call that an executive lounge.
All right, there's the speakeasy, guys. Come tour.
So if you come here, just grab me and we'll show you what that looks like. But we have some clients that have put a speakeasy in because of seeing that. And it's a great space.
In their office.
In their
they
office.
Put in a speakeasy.
In their
behind
office.
like a bookshelf or something.
Behind a bookshelf or a hidden wall. My business partner and I will take clients in there or partners when we have a private discussion that's a little more intimate. And it's a great space to have that talk with the acoustics and some sound deadening in that room so we can have private discussions without interfering with anyone else.
That was a fun space.
Yeah, so you mentioned the Nexus partners. Are some of them housed in the building?
Yeah, so we have a couple partners that are renters to the space, but we're really not a WeWork where we're renting space out in general. Those were just applications that made sense. But typically the Nexus partners, we meet once a month. We talk about centers of influence and how we can drive education and business amongst us because we're all dealing with the same clients. So it's been a great engagement to have those partners here. Most of them started with FF&E and now we've expanded into wealth management, and one vendor helps with creating ESOPs and succession planning, liability insurance, and benefits, construction management. So we have partners. Doesn't mean you need to use those partners, but if you need that, we've got a referral of someone that you could use.
That's great.
Yeah. And even Immedia is one of those Nexus partners. So if you need tech, we can help with that too.
Okay. So who are your typical clientele? I mean, is it the public? Is it designers? Who are you dealing with most?
Yeah. So again, we want anyone to come in here because by seeing it, understanding what acoustics do and what's possible, you may know someone that has a need. So that's really the driver, but it's not a public showroom that people come in and go buy this chair or this microphone. That's not the intent. It's really looking at the end client on the commercial space, but then we've got brokers, developers, general contractors, architects, designers, end clients, manufacturers. So everyone within that industry of FF&E are coming through the space. So again, that's why we have the rental side is to get people in here. We've got enterprise level clients that will rent it out for breakout sessions or to do their offsite board meeting. So all of those things drive business for all of us, and we've really assimilated a really nice group of people that can help We are always looking for others that maybe we are missing in the group. So the showroom's constantly changing with different products or different applications. We just put in air purification systems. We've got scent dispensers now that are installed. So
Those are popular.
Yes, they are.
yeah. So those all come. And some people are like, oh, that stinks. But now you can smell it and see it. And now you know what you like and what you don't. So, and that's the whole point. Understanding rooms that have less acoustics or more. Maybe this room's fine for us. But what I do know is if I'm putting in audiovisual into a room with glass and solid surfaces, if it doesn't have some type of acoustics, it's going to sound terrible. So now you can see, oh, I don't want it to do that. And so we're driving some of that.
That's smart. Are there any specific trends that you're seeing in the commercial spaces right now?
Yeah, so we do see the trend of, after COVID, there is a big push to get back to the office, whether it's 3 days or full back to the office. But there's still that hybrid, and there's some roles that will always be not in the office. So we can deal with each one of them because they have their own unique challenges. I definitely see that the reason they're going back is because the collaboration, you can do it on Zoom or Teams or Google Meet, but it's just easier if we're sitting here and we're breaking bread next to each other, and easier to talk. Whereas if I'm calling on a Zoom call or a phone call, it's just not as easy as just reaching over and talking to someone.
Yeah. Any other trends?
I hope that the trends are that we've got a lot more audiovisual going into spaces and technology, but the reality is put in what you're really going to use. You don't want to just spend money to spend money. You want to look at what makes the most sense. And doing this on the front end, so you get all those partners in with your construction and design team, super important, because now you can look at things that maybe I'd spend money over here instead that make more sense to me, but I already spent it over here and I can't spend it now and I wasted that money.
Yeah. Good insight. Maybe for our listeners who are interested to book a tour and see the space or maybe rent it for an event, can you tell us how they would do that?
Yeah, so we have a full team. They can go out to www.nextspaceaz.com. There's a way to link to reach out for an event or to rent space. We've got a team associated, a concierge team that will take care of that for you. If you've got my contact or look me up, Matt Blair on LinkedIn, reach out to me and I can put you in front of the right people. But yeah, and they'll walk through everything that you need. So if you're walking through and I need a yoga session in the middle of my day, or I need food or live music, whatever that may be, they can help coordinate all that for you.
Maybe hit some golf balls with the simulator?
We do have a golf simulator, so you can do that also. Good point.
Good time of year for that too.
Exactly.
With the Phoenix Open coming up, it's going to be kind of a crazy time over the next week since we're so far from the entrance to TPC.
Yeah. All right. We like to do a little rapid fire. You ready?
Yep.
All right. What's the first thing leadership should invest in when upgrading an office? AV.
AV for sure, but I would go back even further. Come to NextSpace, see what you can do, and understand all the things that fit together before you spend the money.
Good.
This kind of leads into the next question. What's more important, better technology or better space design?
Oh, wow. If you don't design the space properly, the technology won't work the way you want. So I think the space design is super important. Even simple things like looking at how the camera is going to work, how big the room is, where I'm putting simple things like a floor box to put in a training room. So one of the things Jeff and I and our team will talk through are all the things that we didn't realize when we built a building, all the mistakes we made, so you don't make those same mistakes. And we're totally open to share and open the kimono and show you everything. So.
All right. If you had to choose one, coffee bar or collaboration space?
So I don't drink coffee. So for me, it would be collaboration space 100%.
Easy one. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Worst office crime, bad coffee, which you already said you don't drink coffee, bad chairs, or bad Wi-Fi?
But in general, for an office space.
Wow, those are good too. Wi-Fi, definitely, if I can't access my technology and And I know my IT guy does an amazing job with that, so we don't have to worry about it here. But I think Wi-Fi is important, because if I don't have the ability to communicate, then there's an issue there.
I had a hard time not answering that one for him. I was like, why?
Okay, all right.
I think everybody
Yeah.
feels the same,
Yeah.
especially if you have a teenager in the house like I do.
Yeah, exactly.
Or just a team doing any
Yeah.
type of work nowadays. All right, let's end with what's the most expensive workplace mistake companies tend to make?
I can give you an example of one that, so we had a client years ago that put marble everywhere in their office. And then when they came down to do their conference rooms, they didn't have any money left to spend because they put it everywhere else. And I think that story that we've told over the years kind of was part of when we built this space, of saying, hey, come in and see this as early on as you possibly can, so you can avoid some of those mistakes. Acoustic treatments. We will create really cool looking spaces, but those aren't always functional. So how do I take the aesthetics and the functionality and get them to work together? So I think that's the toughest part, is taking the creative with the guys like me that look at spreadsheets and look at, hey, this is the numbers and what we have to do, and blending those so we've got an experience that works for everyone.
Yeah. So it sounds like
We need somebody like you in the residential space.
Probably not us. We've done that.
We've got a couple of partners that we've worked with. So
Yeah. But again, some of the stuff does carry over. And so if there's questions, we know people that we would refer on technology and other things that we would send on the residential. And some of our partners do actually deal in the residential space, so they could help you with that too.
Matt, thank you so much for being on our show. We are going to link all of your contact information in our show notes. Okay. But if you can tell people the best place to find you, I think maybe it's the website that you mentioned.
Website is great. And Immedia also, if you're interested in the technology, is a good way to get to us. I'm on LinkedIn. Jeff Emmons is on LinkedIn, so reach out to us there. We're pretty active there, but and I'll send you contact information. And you said it's already going to be there, so yeah, feel free to reach out, and we'll put you in touch with the right people.
All right. Well, thanks so much, and thanks for letting us use your space. We're really enjoying it here.
Yeah. I totally appreciate you guys being here. It's a pleasure working with you, and look forward to a long history of doing more of these.
All right. Well, that's it for today's episode of Modern Home Mastermind. If you've enjoyed the show, please subscribe, like, and rate.
Thanks to our guest for sharing his insights, and to you for learning about everything modern with us.
And if you're ready to take the next step in your real estate journey, please reach out to us at Bespoke Real Estate. And until next time, keep living, loving everything modern.